Welcome back to the 23 News Morning Blend. And as you can see, we have quite a few guests here for our first interview of the morning. So I would like to introduce the Winnebago County Fair Queens. This is Miss Fallon Perry. And then all the way over there to the right is Junior Miss Anastasia McKenzie. And right here in the middle is Little Miss Kiara Holden. Thank you guys so much for coming on to the show today.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So first things first, you guys sort of have an information meeting, I want to say, coming up tomorrow for some pageants. Could you maybe tell us a little bit about what's going on with those?
Yeah, so we have the informational meeting tomorrow. The Little Miss informational meeting will be at 6 p.m. and the Junior and Miss will be at 7 p.m. Those basically just go over the requirements for the Miss, the Junior Miss, and the Little Miss pageants, and it'll give more information and probably solidify whether or not girls will actually do the pageants later this year.
Very interesting. So I would just say, maybe for people who aren't, maybe too familiar with what goes on at a pageant, could you maybe just sort of give us sort of like a little rundown? Any one of you guys also, you're all free to talk, but yeah, just sort of give us a rundown about sort of what goes on at a pageant.
Yeah.
So you have 3 judges, and contestants compete in order to become a queen, but they go through crown bowl questions, they wear a pretty dress and walk around the stage. They go into an interview with the judges, then they have a fun fashion, so you pick a hobby and you dress for it and you make a speech. And then after that you will take pictures with the old queens, and then when you get crowned you'll just take pictures all together with the old and the new. So.
Yeah, hey, public speaking, that's got to be like small fry considering we're on Channel 23 Morning Blend, am I right? But obviously, as we can see here, you guys, all 3 of you have crowns.
Yeah.
And you guys are all competing in different competitions, obviously, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Could you sort of tell us about the differences between your competitions, and then I suppose also, what it took to win you guys your crowns?
Yeah, so the difference between the Junior Miss and the Miss is the age requirements. The age requirements for the Miss is 16 to 21, and for Junior it's 10 to 13. The biggest difference besides that is the Queens have event wear, so what I'm wearing right now would be considered event wear, and the Junior Miss have fun fashion where they bring one of their hobbies on stage and they model it, and the MC, which is Steve from the poll, he will give like the description, the biography about the outfit and why we chose it, what it means to us, and that's one of the main differences. And the main difference between the Junior, the Miss, and the Little Miss pageant is their age requirements is 6 to 9 years old, and they don't really have an interview. They have an onstage interview where the Miss and the Junior, or the Little Miss and the Junior Miss, these two, will ask the contestants some questions. They'll have like a model, they'll have pictures, and from that's how they will get picked.
And I'm guessing that is this something that all 3 of you have sort of been doing for a few years now, for a while?
Yes. Me, I've been doing pageants since Junior Miss years, about 2014, 2016, around there, and I came back this year and I competed in the Miss pageant. And then
our group is 5 to 6.
Oh yeah,
5 to 9.
5 to 9, yeah.
And
What are some of the things that you do on stage?
they had to ask what our favorite things were, and we had to tell them what our favorite things were.
All right. Well, I know that you guys do have some competitions coming up later this summer. Again, I know you mentioned them earlier, but could you maybe go over them once more for anybody at home?
Yeah, so the Miss and the Junior Miss will be on the same day. It'll be Wednesday the 14th at Moss Hall at 6 p.m. And then the Little Miss will be August 15th at 6 p.m. as well in Moss Hall.
All right. Well, that is all the time that we have for our interview. Ladies, thank you all so much again for coming on to the show.
Thank you.
And if you are interested, again, tomorrow is that informational meeting. And then coming up on August 14th, we have Miss and Junior Miss pageant coming up at 6 p.m. And then on August 15th, we have the Little Miss pageant at 6 p.m. And of course, for any more information, you can visit WinnebagoCountyFairs.com. We'll be right back.